I do know someone who has more than 40 of his own properties, and during COVID he did not have a problem with single tenants because he placed exactly the right tenants in the property. You can do all the checks necessary and place tenants in properties, but if you don't know what their personality is like or how they deal with certain situations, you can still get in trouble. So it's good to meet them and vet them and see what tenants are like before placing them in property, and this is always better to give to a professional agency to deal with. I've had other tenants who were students, they were from abroad, and because of this in certain cases they can pay the whole year of rent up front. They were not particularly violent or argumentative, but I started hearing from the neighbours that things like cars were being parked in front of their neighbouring driveways. There were too many cars in their driveway, there was noise. I did go to see the property and noticed the condition of the property was not ideal. It was quite messy and things were not being looked after. I did warn the tenants that they needed to clear up. They said they would, but the weeks and months passed and things just kept getting worse and worse. I went around again, noticed there were ants crawling inside the house, and saw that in multiple photos there were cats in my property. Potentially this could be used in evidence against them. What happened due to the low hygiene standards were that rats were seen by neighbours in the garden. I was careful not to be aggressive or argumentative. I gave them prior notice, so you do have to legally give tenants notice before you turn up, and you cannot do things like, if they do not obey, then change their locks. In the end, the agency either forced them to pay or paid for themselves to rectify the damages.